In this video, we are going to discuss solving equations using the distributive property. And this is already something that we've discussed before, but we're just going to amp it up a little bit more and add in some more concepts. As a reminder, the distributive property allows you to take any value on multiplied by a group of terms and multiply them by both terms on the inside. So in this first example, since my outside term is a, I'm going to multiply it by the b, and a times b would equal ab, and a times c would equal ac. And then those two things are added together because there is addition in the middle. Additionally, if there's subtraction in the middle, the two terms would be subtracted. So a times b would be ab minus a times c, which would be ac. Again, so just a quick little recap of the distributive property before we move forward. All right, use the distributive property to solve 4 times 8 minus c equals 8c plus 16 minus 6c. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the distributive property. 4 times 8 would be 32 minus, because there's subtraction in the middle, 4 times c would be 4c. So that's going to be on my left side. On my right side, I first need to put all of my like terms together. 8c plus 16 minus 6c. Remember, this becomes a plus negative 6c because subtracting is the same as adding a negative. 8c minus 6c would be 2c if I put those together, plus 16. Now I have a basic equation where I'm going to put all of my variables on one side and all of my constants on one side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 4c to both sides. So minus 4c plus 4c goes away, and then 2c plus 4c would be 6c. And then I still have the plus 16 on this side. 32 equals 6c plus 16. Now I'm going to subtract this 16 to move it with the 32, because I want to put my constants together. 32 minus 16 would be 16. So now 6c equals 16. Divide both sides by 6. And then c would equal 16 over 6, which is the same as 8 over 3. Or you could say it is also 2 wholes, because 3 fits into 8 2 times with 2/3 left over. So it could also be 2 2/3. All right, let's move along. Use the distributive property to solve 3e minus 8 equals 2 times e minus 4. First thing I'm going to do on this side, 2 times e equals 2e minus, there is subtraction in the middle, 2 times 4, which equals 8. Now I have 3e minus 8 equals 2e minus 8. First thing I am going to do is subtract this 2e from both sides. Three e minus 2e would just be e minus 8 equals 8. Sorry, equals negative 8, because remember, this is actually a plus negative 8. Now I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So in this case, e would equal 0, because negative 8 plus 8 would equal 0. All right, let's move along. And then you can always go back and check. Like 3 times 0 is 0, minus 8 is negative 8. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 2 times 4 is also negative 8, so both of those sides would be equal. All right, we can also use the distributive property to get rid of fractions. So if I have a fraction in my problem, I could very easily multiply both sides by the denominator to clear that denominator out. For instance, if I have a 3/4, I can multiply the entire equation by 4, and that will clear out the 3/4 and make it so that you don't have fractions. So let's see what that looks like. All right, an apprentice pastry chef has been left alone to make 8 cakes. He could not remember how much sugar to put in the filling. He knows the following. Each cake requires 1 1/4 cups of sugar. The head chef told him he would need a total of 12 cups for all 8 cake fillings. So everything is going to equal 12. Write an equation to represent the situation. Then find the amount of sugar needed for the filling of 1 cake. So we know that each cake is for the sugar is going to require 1 1/4 cup, and then the filling, we don't know what that's going to be. So we can say that F is the amount of sugar in the filling. The 1 1/4 cups for the cake plus the sugar in the filling would all equal 12 cups in the end. However, we know that this whole thing is being multiplied by 8 because we are making 8 cakes. So 8 times 1 1/4 would be 8 times 5/4. 40 over 4 would equal 10, plus 8F equals 12. Again, because the 1 1/4 cups for the sugar, for the cake, plus the F amount for the filling, all times 8 because we're making 8 cakes, would equal a total of 12 cups. Okay, so now so then 8 times 1 1/4 would be 10, 8 times F would be 8F, that all equals 12. Subtract 10 from both sides, 8F equals 2. Divide both sides by 8. 2 eighths is the same as 1/4 cup. So each filling takes a 1/4 cup of sugar. All right, last but not least, the length of a rectangle is 7 feet longer than its width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 26 feet. Write an equation to represent the perimeter in terms of its width. What is the length of the rectangle? So we know, so first let's think, we're finding the perimeter. So the whole perimeter is going to be 26 feet. And we know the formula for the perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because we add the 2 lengths together and then we add the 2 widths together, and that makes it so that you add up all of the sides. So the length of the rectangle is 7 feet longer than its width. So instead of putting an L for length, we're going to put 7 plus W, because we know that the length is 7 longer than the width, which would be 7 plus W. And now I have plus 2W equals 26. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times W is 2W. And then we still have that other 2W equals 26. Subtract 14 from both sides. And then this 2W and 2W makes 4W. So now I have 4W. 26 minus 14 would be 12. Divide both sides by 4 to finish it off. W equals 3. So we know that the width is 3. And now we need to find the length. And since the length is 7 feet longer than its width, the length would be 3 plus 7, which would be 10. All right, so that is going to do it for now. If you are a little lost, it is completely okay. And we will finish this up later. All right, see you soon.